Hello everyone. Happy July 18th at 9:39 a.m. My name is Alexis and this is your Ascension weather report. I have to apologize first off that I did not do my Qigong challenge video yesterday. I actually went to bed at 6 p.m. thinking I was going to be getting back up, and I did not. So I've been sleeping a very long time. And I think it was imperative because I have been kind of running myself ragged, doing these videos every day and trying to, assort basically 15 other things that I've been working on all at once. So I think it really caught up on me today, and I'm curious if any of you had the same experience, but we do persevere, and I want to tell you because we have some stuff I want to talk about. Some interesting stuff came up. I have 2 tarot cards as well, so we can get into that. First off, I would like to point your attention to the Russian graph here and how we have completely lost data from right in the middle of some sort of activity, which classically happens. We haven't had this happen since I've been doing the show every day, but we have certainly have had this before. And so we don't know what it got up to. We do know that it happened around 4 or 5 in the morning, which was ironically when I woke up this morning and was like, oh my God, I slept through the entire night basically. Did not expect that. So that's interesting. That's when I rose out of my deep slumber. So apologies not being able to give you that reading. Usually they just completely black it out, but we have this weird little shadow realm, oh, my bad, thing going on, and don't know what this is. This is very funny. It seems like almost the information is also like low-key there, but on this one it's completely gone. But this one's like in the negative or something. Very weird. But we do still have some activity coming through in the most recent hours, Schumann resonance. So don't disregard it. It's definitely happening. Please be aware. Be aware of that. And I wanted to show you that the solar weather, I looked at his video today. I looked at the Suspicious Observers video today and yesterday, and he explained this information right here, how the polarity sort of switched and it sort of pulled the solar activity back towards the sun. And then, but we were expecting some information to be coming from the sun today from this whole sort of fiasco, which we do see that has occurred over the last 12 hours. We've had an increase in solar wind around to 60 kilometers per second over the average. But everything's been pretty smooth, very simple, easy to read graph on that part. But guess what? You know what graph I'm going to show you next is our favorite graph. And oh, what the heck is going on here? And I still don't know. We had some wonderful comments under the video yesterday, which thank you very much for answering to your abilities, just like I'm doing. And we are still not really sure what this actually means. But we do know that it is a disturbance in the force, and we are to be aware of it. You can see that these have completely like leveled right out, but we have very crazy activity literally over the last 3 days of electrons, which may be why I had to sleep so much. I don't know. Wasn't having many disturbances. I will explain to you though, just from a personal standpoint, that yesterday I was probably, and yesterday and the day before that, I was probably in the lowest of my vibration that I have been in. And this I'm continually getting put into this place. And I like to call this place kind of my shadow side. And this is the place where I have all these weird distortions and these thought forms that, wouldn't really fly in my regular day-to-day. It doesn't reflect very well the personal work I've been doing on myself since I was 5 years old, basically. And these are all these weird thoughts and feelings and concerns that I can explain away with my higher like consciousness and my more conscious self, but for some reason I just was stuck in this place to really work out and really tackle these issues. I was on the phone with Zara yesterday for an hour while I was out trying to drive Uber Eats. I did one delivery, and then I was on the phone with Zara for an hour, and then I was on the phone with Jace for another hour, and I was so exhausted from crying and purging and talking about all of the things that were on my mind and were really kind of torturing me. I drove home and went straight to bed, and of course slept for about 14 hours. So not my usual behavior, and I feel very blessed that I was able to go through such a huge shift. And I feel as though, especially lately, I've been getting a lot more of this sort of implanting and in the law of one, and in a lot of these texts, these forces, the universe is very old, and what has been sort of coming through my understanding is that they just have to plant the little tiny seed in your mind, and it can grow and fester into this huge idea if it doesn't get, basically like the weed, it doesn't get pulled out. And we are such beautiful nurturers of all things, so that's how they sort of get us. But it's okay to weed out these things early, and keeping that sort of fortitude and community and expressing it and talking about it is how it sort of gets, pruned and fixed. And that's what I was experiencing yesterday. And today is a big day in general for a lot of people. The 18th was a big portal day, and I have my first day at an actual restaurant waitressing and really don't know, like I have faith in myself that I'm going to be able to do that. I have experience, but again, it's just my personal life. Things are kind of being weird and shifting a lot, and since this electron flux has been coming in. So that's my entry into the diary. I'd love to hear how your few days have been. I know some people have broken their noses. Some people are getting on a plane and moving across the country. There's a lot of stuff going on. So I'd be curious if you're having similar events. And this is our diary collectively, so these comments will be here forever. And this is sort of the romantic side, the more beautiful side of this whole process, is that we get to really experience this together, and it'll be recorded forever. So, and my light keeps flickering. I don't know if you're seeing that, but we're getting a lot of lightning and thunder here today. But in the heart math, I want to show you that Saudi Arabia is heavily editing, or just their machinery is not working, but every day we're getting only about an hour. On the 16th we got nothing, but it's the same sort of hour that's popping through every day. Really weird. Lithuania and Alberta are basically leveling out with the amount of activity that they're getting every day. California, and then we have New Zealand, and we have South Africa. So New Zealand, South Africa, and California, pretty decent levels. Lithuania and Alberta are getting the most activity. You can see the green and the red line. They're coming really close. They're like opposites of each other too, weirdly. When Alberta's low, Lithuania is high. When Alberta's high, Lithuania is low. And it keeps bouncing like that. So today, they're coming right into convergence. They're only like very, very few apart. And who else is coming into convergence actually is, where are we at here? So we have South Africa and California are kind of coming into convergence lately. So that's kind of interesting. Very interesting, to say the least. So again, we don't have any astrological stuff going on. Except for the one thing that Zara mentioned, that I should look into the news every day, just in case, to sort of see how the collective is purging and going through things. Because as a sensitive, a lot of us mention that when the collective is going through something, since we're all connected to the collective, you will tend to also be purging those things. So personally, I think I was purging a lot of fears and things that were happening from the more ego masculine, like the old masculine, the old patriarchy, because I was feeling unworthy of, and that I wasn't able to provide, and I wasn't able to provide for myself with the old matrix, and that I did all the schooling and everything, and that I'm still, I just don't resonate with that system, and I've sort of failed. But it's okay to fail, because I'm not failing and then going below the system. I'm failing and reaching above it and seeking and building in a new place. And I should feel empowered by that I've been successfully able to do that. But that, I feel like, is something that a lot of people are going through, and it's because of this shift. And we really are mourning, and not mourning, but saying goodbye to the old patriarchy and this weird distorted place. Every day I'm purging distortions, and I know I'm doing it for the collective too. So don't be so hard on yourself. If you need to have a 14-hour nap because you just purged a bunch of stuff for yourself in the collective, then do it. It's okay. You have my permission, at least. And so we have next week, looking forward to, in just 9 days, on the 27th, is the lunar eclipse. So when the earth goes in between when the earth goes between the sun and the moon, and us in the northern hemisphere, North America, won't be seeing it because it's going to be below the horizon, but we can watch it on live streams if we want. But the energy and what this means, it's going to be an hour and 43 minutes of this, which is the longest in a century. And so it's a big deal. It's a big deal in the esoteric side of things, because this is a huge, obviously, there's going to be tons more articles I'll be sharing with you about what this may mean. But I just wanted to give you that quick update on that. That's what it's going to look like from the surface of the moon. What a weird, interesting perspective. All of those people and military operations and, galactic, all of the aliens and everything. They just monitor us from the moon. So this is kind of funny that this stuff is coming out more and more. You can find it all over the internet. It's not just me talking about it, but it's just so, I've just so over the fact that I've already know and understand all these things from my heart. It's just, kind of talking about it the way I do. I'm not losing its significance, but if you want to look more up about it, you can. It's already been disclosed. It's out there on the internet. It's been talked about. So it's just a matter of you wanting to engage with it or not, if it resonates with you or not. But it's sort of reality. But anyways, I kind of went on a tangent there. What are the cards for today? So the cards for today are life experience. We just got this card a couple days ago, and let's repeat it. So a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to a change. It's time to spread your wings. So this is great because, as I was saying, I literally got this. I'm pretty sure I got this card on the 16th, and now it's the 18th when I was talking about the 18th. So good full circle there. Again, it's time to spread your wings. So a significant life change event. For me, it seems like I'm going to be waitressing, and that's my significant life event for today. I'm going to be able to touch and meet and exchange energy with a lot of people. And divinely, I'm going to say, whoever comes to my section, whoever comes to my tables, is who is basically going to be receiving my vibration. And for the most part, since I've done my shift back in April, I've been sort of coveting that and sort of not been able to just give it to anyone. It's been very intense. So now that I'm sort of ready to be in public eye and interact with more people, at least it seems that's why I had so much sleep last night, because I'm really preparing for it, because it's going to be interesting, and it's going to be a challenge for me. So yeah, it's okay. I'm ready, I guess. So I'm ready to do it. So significant life event. I don't know what it is for you. Let me know in the comments below. It's time to spread our wings, you guys. Time to spread our vibration around. So what is this? The second card? The second card is the Seven of Water. So the Seven of Cups. A complex decision. The need to do research. Stop procrastinating. So this perhaps is going to relay into this more, that there's a significant life event, a revelation that comes to you, and then you're going to be doing more research, and that this revelation is forcing you to make a decision. And don't procrastinate, because it's time to spread your wings. So that is the reading for today. Thank you very much, all of you who like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for those of you who support me on Patreon. I am doing the side jobs and everything in attempts to be able to spread my own wings and move away and be more active in the community again, and go on mission again and be meeting a lot more people. And I can't stop. Like, my job is sort of an ambassador sort of position where I awaken and heal a lot of people in person. So it's moving into that again, and I'm basically just in the training grounds and boot camp right now with this job, and I'm going to be out there more and more very soon. In about a month and a half is the goal. So your support literally is to bring this sort of mission out there. And those of you who know and believe and work with me and help me, thank you. And I really appreciate you. I just want to be able to eat when I'm away, basically. And thanks to you, I hopefully will be able to for a whole month. And that's really cool. And I really appreciate that. We're getting there. If I really do need more, I'm going to be asking more specific help, I'm sure, in the future. But right now, I'm just saying, if you're feeling guided to help me in my mission, this is where you can. And becoming a patron will be giving you lots of benefits as well. We're doing a live stream together on the 30th to chit chat, and I will tell you anything you want to know about myself, basically. And we'll be doing free card readings as well for anyone who comes. So that's my gift, and that's your gift to me, and I'm really grateful for you. And we will continue with the Qigong every day. I'm got to do it today and keep going. It's a challenge to do it every day. And that's what I'm going to keep working towards. I'm not done yet. So I love you all very much. Thank you for everything. And I will see you all again tomorrow. Goodbye, angels.